Welcome to Radio Fixer's channel. Subscribe for upcoming videos.
Hello, this is Radio General Electric Sportmate model P860. I found this radio many years ago in one of this thrift shop and purchased it. So thought, I had a picture of this rifle on it, and I have this rifle. I thought, this might be nice if they be part of my, collection. So I purchased it pretty cheap, and so we're going to try to fix this as best as we can, and so this be companion for this rifle. And again, when I saw the picture on this radio, then I was not that interested because when I purchased it, it wasn't that old at that time. But I thought, hey, it's going to be nice if I can have this be side by side of each other some days. So I think the time comes that I have to work on this radio. I took it apart many years ago, and one of those things, I put it aside. I said someday I'm going to get back to it. And a while ago, I said, I think it's time. It's here. Let's fix this. Let's put it back together. I hope you enjoy watching this video. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. If you enjoy any of these videos, just let me know. Go ahead and subscribe. There are so many people watching this video and not enough subscription. Again, I appreciate your time. You all take care and enjoy the video again. Changed all the capacitors. All of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 capacitors, and a couple of resistors was replaced. But so I decided to put this together because when I was trying to put this years ago together, this the spring popped off, and I never could find it. So finally, I bought some, and I said, you know what? Now is the time to put it together. It took forever, to figure out how to run string goes in it, run it for be able this work like that, So it is very complicated. It goes almost everywhere you imagine. It goes through these 2 wheels, and there's another one here, there's another one there. So when I purchased it, that one was already broken, so I had to figure that out. So I just bought this spring, and I spent some good time to put this together. And now everything is together. The speaker still is in the excellent condition, as you can see. And so also the battery, when I bought it, all was totally rust out. See, I already take this out, all rust out. As you see, is in pretty bad condition. And if you look at it right here, these 2, see, there's nothing left on them at all. So finally, I went on Amazon, and today I ordered some of this. Believe it or not, still you can buy these parts. I ordered some. I should receive it next week or so, and I'm going to replace all this battery connector. It seems like they left the battery inside and was all corroded. I already cleaned it, believe it or not. Cleaned it with vinegar. With vinegar, I cleaned all of them, and this is after cleaning. It's still, very bad rust out. And so, again, the case is in very good plastic material, and this is, as I mentioned, this is pretty heavy as well. It's built pretty nice. This is the battery case, so I have all the parts. Years ago, I put everything here in the bag, so it's still there in the bag. So what I'm going to do, I'll move this aside. To test this, I purchased this on eBay. It's a great unit. It used to make with Radio Shack, they're not around anymore. I purchased this. Good thing about it is, you can get 4.5 volt, 9 volt, 6 volt, 12 volt. And this battery run is 6 volts. So I pressed it here. When you press this down, it operates 6 volt. I'll recheck with my multimeter, and you get really close to 6 volts. So this is good for, testing, transistor radios. If you cannot, I don't want to put 4 batteries in it, or, the battery connections are pretty bad. I'm going to hook this up to electricity and to radio, and let's test the radio, with this equipment. So let me set that up. So I'm going to hook this up to house electricity. All right, it's not on yet. And these connections are going to hook it up to red goes to red. You move it to the other side. And you don't want to touch anything. Of course, the black goes to green, that is negative. All right. May move this around a little bit like that. Then this way is better. Okay. I see nothing touching anything. So let's try it. So it's set on 6 volts. When I press it down, the light comes on. Let's turn on the radio. Again, years ago when I changed those capacitors, it works very well. Let's see if it's still working or not after running those crazy wires.
In the 40 years of Beard's Diamonds history, this has never been done before.
Starting July 10th.
It's picking up a lot of stations. AM station, of course.
Punching us all in the back of the head while we argue with each other.
As you see, it's working very well. Let's see if I pick up any station this side. You see?
Ave Maria University.
It,
Ave Maria, Latin for Hail Mary.
and it sounds unbelievable. I mean, I just turned it up just a little bit. Watch.
God's grace, Mary freely assents to
You
this
see?
call.
Just a little bit. It's
Ave
unbelievable.
Maria University, where we offer a liberal arts.
It worked very well. We're going to turn it off. So let's turn this off too. In the center, going to be off. I definitely try to find something like that. I have several different brands, that I'm using. And this is I find on eBay years ago, and I purchased it. So it's just a few dollars. And so I'm going to wait until I get those battery connection. I was trying to make my own. Then I checked online. They said, man, Amazon's selling it. So order from Amazon. They're going to be delivered soon. I'm going to install those, then put everything together. What I'm doing, I'm using vinegar with a Q-tip and clean all the, battery deposit acid out of this. Also, I removed all the connection. You see they're all rusted out, they're all falling apart as you saw earlier. So those are going to be replaced. I'm cleaning, gonna wax it, and as soon as I receive the part, I'm going to install those. So that's all I do, is go in the vinegar, go over like that, and try to clean everything. Then I'm going to use car wax to wax it. I'm getting rid of all this because even if you put a new part, it will rust out if it's not cleaned correctly, because this is a battery deposit, and the battery deposit you have to clean it with vinegar, then rinse it with the water to totally get rid of all those acids. Again, otherwise it's going to mess up the radio again. Hopefully that makes sense. I am using a small brush to brush all those rust that actually deposited in the plastic before waxing it. All right. So I'm going to go now rinse it with the water, then start waxing it. Up to now I was using vinegar. Let me take it and rinse it and come back. Trying to figure out how everything, where it goes, where every screw goes, because remember I takes this radio apart over maybe 20 years ago or so. So maybe while I'm doing that, I saw this speaker has a little rust around here, and I'm going to use this rust treatment. This is worked pretty well. So I'm going to do that, try to protect those so if the rust doesn't come back, then try to figure out all these parts where actually go, So this one I already polished it, cleaned it, and it looks with car bags, it looks, see, unbelievable now, it looks very, very clean. And the battery inside where the battery goes, if I take it out for you, see, this is all polished, all cleaned, inside and out. You see all those. So remember, it was rust everywhere. The battery destroyed all the wires, so they're all polished. Very, very nice now. So I'm just waiting for those connectors for battery comes that I ordered through Amazon to install those. Then we're going to finish with this radio. So let me use that rust treatment, treat this area. Always shake it. So I'm going to pour this into a little container. So read the direction. Try not to put my finger in through the speaker. You have to watch out for that. You don't need too much of it, just a little bit. Just I'm touching the rusted area. All right. Instead of direction, say to wait until 15 minutes or so. Then I'm going to get a wet paper towel because I cannot soak it in the water. Clean it with water. So let it sit for a while. All right, I unsoldered the speaker so I can, spray this area that was rust out. This is after the treatment, and we cleaned it up with a wet paper towel. 24 hours later, it's dry, and so what I'm doing, I find something to fit in this hole like that. You see that? So I got a piece of paper, put this in like that, line the inside. Now I'm cutting this to be able to cover this. Show you. I will start cutting it. Okay. Get the speaker, of course. Put this right here, like that. All right. Then I can just spray this area, the spray paint. All right, I'm going to take it out to paint it. We'll be back. All right, I took this out, as I mentioned, I sprayed it, let it sit for about an hour or so. Now it's totally dry. See if you touch here, not the part, it's totally dry. Let's take this out. All right. So I put it inside that. So don't put my finger through it. It's looking good. It's looking good. Looks like original. Again, if I did this so the rust doesn't come back. All right. Looking acceptable. It's not rusty anymore, this area. All right, so let's install this now in the radio. Let's see if I remember how to put everything where they go. I always take pictures before I take things apart. The reason is to remember where everything goes. If you look at here, the orange goes up here, the brown goes here. That's why I always take pictures. Otherwise, you're not going to remember, or at least I don't remember. So orange, brown. Okay, now we're going to put the stuff back together. Alright, I was trying to figure out where the screws belong to. I found out 4 of them goes here, so I put them temporary. As I mentioned, I took this out many years ago, and unfortunately I did not take any pictures when I was taking them out. Guess we learn with experience, right? I was trying to, go with the memory, and sometimes that doesn't work that well, huh? Especially if years passed. Okay. We know a speaker goes this way. And we're going to loosen up this one a little bit. This was a well designed. Let me tell you why. They didn't just glue the speakers to the unit. They put like a rubber cushion. So if you're outdoor, this is designed for outdoor, if it drop out of your hand, this doesn't loosen up. So you put this like that. You see the cardboard right there. Loosen it up a little more. Put it up. See? The speaker went right inside. You see that? Alright? And they have cardboard here to support. I assume this is where the wire goes over it. So you want to tie this down like that. See the rubbers here? That's what they use. So it can handle, if it fall down. That's my assumption. See how secure it is? Then they draw the screws here. Okay, so this is tied down. Not too much, right? Just be gentle with this tough stuff. Then this goes here. Before we do that, let me bend this back. That's how you hold the wires. This goes here, like that. Okay. You line up all the holes, like that. And there's 4 screws here. They're all small. I pre-fit this before to just make sure I have enough screws for everywhere. Still stuff, need to find out something where they go together. Again, folks, before you take anything apart, take tons of pictures. Now we have these phones that take unbelievable pictures, and I took this apart. We did not have all this technology. You had to take a picture with regular camera, then take it to be developed. So I guess that's why I didn't take a picture. Or maybe I took a picture and I don't know where they are. See one here. There's one other goes here. When you tie this down, don't force it. Don't force it. You're gonna mess up things. Just as soon the screw is stopped, just leave it alone. Okay. Okay. Just touch it, just fine. All right. This put together, the speaker put together, and then this for the earphone. I cannot locate some type of special nut goes over this, and I cannot find it in my stack. So I need to try to figure out different ways to do this. And this installed inside the cover right here. So you see the rubber eating up a little bit. This goes like that. There is no screw here. When you put the lead in, you see these two screws, screw from here. Hopefully that makes sense after we fix the battery connection. And the other one, see again, there's a marking. It goes right here. Okay. There are 3 screws left like this. Let's say like this. My assumption is for 1, 2, and 3 here. Let's see if they fit or not. Yeah, see? So this 3 is for here. And these 2 long 2 for this speaker transformer, you know, that it goes inside, installed inside the cover. And we're going to wait to install this later when we fix the battery area. Seems like it's coming together. The only thing is missing. At this time, the only thing is missing. There's 2 things missing. One, the screw for here, nut for here, as we discussed. And see the case? They have something like this. It holds on the side. One of them is missing too. When I purchased it, somebody used this regular screws. So we're going to figure it out. I might make one of this. Believe it or not, I might make one of this. How? I don't know, but I have to think about it. Let's see if it's durable. Hey, the challenge is, let's see if we can create this darn thing with that screw. It's a good challenge, isn't it? So those are the 2 are missing. I know the case did not have it when I bought it, but this is going to be an issue. I don't know the thread size or anything like that. We're going to figure it out, right? Somehow we're going to fix it. So next a few days, we get in those battery connection that I ordered through Amazon. I'm going to install those and try to finish this. Stay tuned. I want to take the opportunity and thank you for taking your valuable time watching these videos. If you're interested to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to my channel and you will be notified when new video being uploaded. You have a great day.